Alright, this is Wasteland 2. I'm going into this mostly blind. I have taken a look at the character creation aspects of it because I wanted to not just completely fuck this up. I'm aware that that's something that you can do. I pulled Twitter to find out who I should make as my characters, an assortment of historical and fictional characters that make absolutely no sense in the Wasteland universe. Now, I believe that people suggest that you just use the characters that are already built for you, and then it goes a lot better, but that seems boring to me. So I'm going to create some custom rangers here. I'm going to start off with our leader, who is the Roman poet Sextus Propertius. I apologize for the time that it will take for me to put in names because I don't have a keyboard. This will be a male character. We don't know what he looks like, so I'm just going to pick one of these. I'm going to see, because he's Roman, I'm going to assume that he was bald. That's not fair, but I'm going to go with that. Or maybe we'll just make him look like one of these portraits here. That's a good way to go. Since we have no idea what he looks like, we're gonna make him this this guy with these dreadlocks. That doesn't make any sense. I don't really care. I want everyone to look a little different. These models here, they're not the best, but I do realize that this is a very small independent project, and it's amazing that it's even on the PS4. So I'm not gonna complain. That looks pretty right. Let's go through the torso options here. We could give him the same armor that he's wearing there in the portrait, so I'll go with that. That just seems right. We have a number of different packs. I think he's going to be our shotgun guy, maybe? Maybe SMGs, that doesn't make any sense, but he's also going to be our leader and our talker. Give him a small pack. Legs, again, kind of low quality options here, but again, we're going to be playing really zoomed out, so it doesn't matter that much. He had this armor there in the beginning that sort of matched his top, so I'm going to go with that if I can find it. Oh no, maybe I'm going to give him this utility kilt. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all, but I'm going to give him the utility kilt. Skin tone, that seems to match our portrait. Does not seem historically correct, but again, let's just make it look like the portrait. Size, he's average size dude. Let's go with that. And that'll be good for his appearance. Age, I'm going to say, I don't know. Well, let's see what the minimum age is. So I'm going to put 1. I know that he can't be 1 year old because that's ridiculous. 16. 16 is the minimum age. I'm going to make him, let's just say, 27. His religion, what are the options here? We've got atheist, Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, indigenous, Jewish, Mormon, Muslim, nun, Sikh. None of these really make sense for an ancient Roman poet. I'd probably have to go with either atheist or indigenous. So we're gonna have this be our atheist. Does he smoke? No, I'm gonna say our Roman poet does not smoke. His ethnicity will be European. That makes sense. And this game would actually let us write a biography for him, but that's just gonna bore everyone to death. So I'm gonna move on to talent selection. Now here's where I did cheat a little. I looked up what people were suggesting you do with the attribute points. I didn't look at the skill points. I realized that in this game, in theory, all builds are viable enough and they just change how you play. But I knew that attribute points, there are always ways that you can break that or fuck it up or make it a lot more fun or easy. I don't really want to make this a hard game. So I did look up that charisma and luck don't matter all that much, except I do want one person to have a good charisma skill, and that's our leader. I've made Sextus here first, so he is going to be our leader. He is going to have I'm going to keep with 3 charisma for now, but I may change that as I go through. I'm going to move down his luck, because luck apparently does not matter all that much. And if this is changed in the director's cut, because I was looking at other things, I was looking at things from the original version, if it's changed and luck's really important now, well, that's just going to make this a lot funnier. Intelligence, I am going to boost way up there to 8. Now that seems like, again, I'm min-maxing some stuff, except apparently that does really affect the number of skill points that you get throughout the game. And skill points are really important to me because I want to use all of these skills, and I won't be able to. So, that's what we have for that. All the others are a little less important, but I believe there is one, let's see, combat initiative should be at least 12. Our awareness affects combat initiative, and so does our speed. So I think that this is going to be our leader, like I said. So I want to have him be the most aware of everybody. So I'm going to get him up there to 5. Give him 1 speed, yeah, and then let's see, coordination. Yeah, this guy's gonna be one of our firearm dudes, and it looks like this affects range chance to hit bonus and action points. So yeah, I think coordination. Yeah, 4 coordination, 1 luck, 5 awareness, 3 strength. You know, he's gonna not have a great carry weight. Maybe he's not gonna have that many hit points, but you know, this is a Roman poet, so it's not that big a deal. 4 speed, 8 intelligence, 3 charisma. Looks like there's a slight leadership radius bonus with extra charisma. I don't know what I could take something from, maybe from coordination for that. Yeah, maybe he's going to be a little less coordinated. He's going to be the one guy who does have charisma. So I'm going to give him 4 charisma. He's going to be the only one who doesn't have 1 charisma, so it seems like a good idea to really just, you know, he could be a little bit above average. Now his skill points. Since he is going to be our talker, he's our leader, he's going to have leadership abilities. And increase that by 1. That takes 2 skill points. That's unfortunate. It seems like it should only take 1, but whatever. This game is what it is. I'm also going to give him a point in Smartass. This is one of the dialogue choice options. It is not actually affected by charisma at all, but since this guy's going to be our leader, he's going to be our charisma guy, I'm going to put it on him for, you know, reasons like that. He's also going to have a weapon skill. Another thing that I saw was that it is very important that everybody has a different weapon skill. That it makes perfect sense to me, because you're going to only find so much ammo for so many weapons. We've got assault rifles, we've got handguns, bladed weapons, heavy weapons, shotguns, blunt weapons, brawling, sniper rifles, submachine guns, and energy weapons. Now, I'm not going to go and give anybody 2 just yet. There are too many other skills that I really want to put some time into, so I'm going to give our leader here assault rifles, I think. There's no real reason why Sextus here would be a good assault rifle person. No, I took away some coordination from him. I know assault rifles are probably the best weapons in the game, because this is based off of Fallout. Or, it's not based off of Fallout. It is the sequel to a game that was the spiritual prequel to Fallout. That doesn't make much sense. But assault rifles are just like your standard, straight-ahead, sort of best thing. Handguns, we're going to get to that later. Shotguns, maybe he should be a shotgun guy. But he's got low strength, so we don't want him getting in that close. You know what? Actually, we are going to give him the assault rifles. We're going to give him 2 points in assault rifles. He's going to be our assault rifle dude. Now back to the other skills. Lockpicking, field medic, demolitions, computer science, alarm disarming, mechanical repair, safe cracking, surgeon, toaster repair. We'll get to some of these other ones. This guy is our leader. He is our smartass. I'm not going to put another point into smartass because we've unlocked as much as we can from that at the beginning, but I will do another leadership bonus. You get things like taunt at level 3. At level 5 there's enrage. Let's see. What happens when it doesn't seem to change too much if I were to go 1 more point in assault rifles. Maybe I should see and give him a 4th skill? That seems a little risky. I don't know how useful a dude who has 4 skills will be. But maybe I should put a little into field medic, just for as many people as possible. Or maybe demolitions. Maybe he'll be our demolitionist. Nah, this is just tough decisions. Whether to focus in on 3 skills here, or what is... Do I have taunt to start? Maybe. Maybe I'm just gonna pump leadership with him if I can. Yeah. So yeah, he's... That way I definitely am earning something, which is this taunt ability. So I'm gonna go with that. Quirks. Okay, this is something very similar to what Fallout has. I believe this is actually new to the Director's Cut. I don't know that for sure, because I only like read one review, which makes this real great, you know, purchasing habits that I have here, that I just read one review and was like, yeah, I want to buy that game. But here we are. All of these have a benefit and a drawback. Animal husbandry does not tell me what the drawback is, so that is the worst thing to look at first. Ascetic here means they're raised by monks in a small monastic order. They have +5 skill points and one attribute point as the game starts, but cannot equip trinket items. That's interesting. I don't know what trinket items are. This seems good, but maybe trinket items are really awesome. For the sake of experimenting, I think I'm going to give Ascetic here to Sextus. I hope that I'm not fucking myself over. But he's going to get some extra skill points. He is going to have an extra attribute point, which is nice, because I probably do want to give him another point in strength, or no, the one that affects the ranged distance weapon, since he's our assault rifle dude. So, there we go. And there's our first character, Sextus Preparatus. He's a ascetic. His main best stat is intelligence. That's going to be largely true for all of my characters, as I understand that it affects skill points gained. And he's our leader, smartass, who uses some assault rifles. Next up, we have, checking my Twitter feed for who I decided to pick, Lizzie Borden. You know, the woman who may or may not have killed her parents with an axe. As you can imagine, I'm getting ahead of myself, but this is our bladed weapon, melee focused character. She will be all up in strength. We have a better idea of what she looks like, but we're still going to try and match a portrait here. This may be the best one. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Of all these, that's going to be what we use. Alright, customize her appearance. Try and match that as best as possible. Maybe, if I can't, give her a hat. Let's look at some hair. Again, this is probably way too tiny on the Twitch screen, but, ooh, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. I might have to do that. It doesn't really look like the portrait, but I might have to do that. Let's see. Yeah. Going with that head. There's not really too many options there. I could give her some war paint, some earrings, maybe. Yeah, some big. Yeah, those are the same earrings they're wearing in the portrait. I see how this all works now. Torso. Oh, I'm gonna go with the red, almost straight jacket looking thing. That's perfect. Packs. I believe one of these does. Yes, that has an axe in it. That's perfect. Now I'm liking the character creator. Legs. I've already used the utility kilt once. Let's see, I think there was one of those that I thought was kind of funny. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, almost looked like suit pants. Skin tone, she's a little lighter. Size, I don't know. Let's make her really big. There we go. Alright, next up. Oh, we need to pick her religion, don't we? And such. Her age. What was Lizzie Borden's age when she may or may not have killed her parents? I don't know the answer to that. Bear with me as I Google it. That was 1892. She was born in 1860, so she's 32. We want to get her at her killing people with an axe prime. Religion, I believe she actually was raised in a Christian household, though it is really tempting to make her Mormon. I'm going to make her Mormon. Ethnicity American, definitely. I think she does smoke, and I think that she smokes coffin nails. Alright, there we've got Lizzie Borden, our coffin nail smoking Mormon axe murderer. Alright, again, charisma. Lizzie Borden does not need charisma. Luck, apparently nobody needs luck. Intelligence, everybody needs intelligence. She's going to be different because she is our melee character. So we want her to... First, we need to have her get some good combat initiative. Chance to evade would be nice. Speed would be nice. And then strength would be nice. So she's going to have 5 awareness, 5 strength, 5 speed. That might be the way to go. Maybe I could knock down a coordination. Take an action. Yep, I'm going to knock down 1 coordination and give that to strength. Maybe. Or speed? Speed, let's see what it does. Adds to combat speed, combat initiative, strength. She's gonna have, yeah, she wants good strength because she's gonna get up in people's faces. And that means she needs to have HP, or defense, or whatever it is that CON does. I don't really know what I'm doing. So yeah, she's got low coordination, doesn't need a ranged chance to hit because she's just going up to people with her axe or her blades and just chopping them. But she does need strength and she does need speed. So now we'll move on to combat skills. We know what we're doing there. Bladed weapons all the way. I am putting 3 up there. She is starting out to be able to do as much bladed weapons as possible. This unlocks solar powered. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. General skills. I'm going to give her... Let's see... in looking at this, I discovered that Lizzie Borden was later accused of some shoplifting, so I'm going to give her lockpicking. Nope, that's not lockpicking, that's mechanical repair. And give her 1 lockpicking. Yeah, that's good. What does 2 give me? 2? Yeah, maybe I want 2. 2 lockpicking, and 1 surgeon, because that's funny. Next up, quirks. I believe there was 1 in here that looks about right, which is Psychopath. They gain plus 4% chance to hit and plus 2% bonus critical chance with every successful attack. Bonus lost if you miss an attack, and negative 10% base chance to hit. This sounds like it could be bad, but I also can't really, I can't really... Huh. I'm now being told in the chat that I'm going to need coordination or else my attacks won't hit. Okay, I did not know that. All I saw was ranged chance to hit bonus, and since she is a bladed weapon melee, I figured I was good. So I might kick down... Let's see, I don't want to kick down anything that is my combat initiative, so I'm going to take 1 of those strength points away. At least put her up to average there. Alright. Next up, we're taking the Psychopath because that's just funny. Alright, Sextus, our leader. Lizzie, our Psychopath axe murderer. Next up, we're going for... Checking my Twitter list of characters here. Revolver Ocelot, the, depending on how you view his actions, the hero of the... the hero or the villain of the Metal Gear Solid series. I kind of had this picked out both because there's a pistol option and because we can make a kind of reasonable facsimile of him. He is a dude, so I need to change that. This is not the best portrait, but he does have crazy white hair and a American flag-like bandana, which is funny for Ocelot, especially since he's Russian, which I'm going to change right here. Customize appearance. Let's see, we need the long white hair. There's the one with the bandana. Maybe I will use that just to match that. But we do need to give him a mustache. And I believe there is an option. That's too much of a mustache. That's the wrong kind of mustache. There we go. There's our Revolver Ocelot face. That's what I want. There, he has his red scarf. Let's look at his packs, or first his legs. I know there's one of these that has a holster on it. There we go. Packs. Let's see. Let's just give him as many pistols as possible. This version has a pistol holster that is clipping into a different pistol holster. That is, you know what? I'm going with that. Skin tone looks about right. Size looks right. And next. Oh, wait. We need to set his religion and such. Age. Let's make him 35. Religion. You know, I don't think that Revolver Ocelot has a religion, so I'm gonna go none. Smokes? I'm pretty sure he smokes, and I think that he would smoke Red Rooster. He's Russian. Let's go forward. He is gonna be our pistol guy, so he, again, knock down Charisma and Luck. I feel bad for cheating, but I did look this up, and this makes things a little bit easier. Again, increase Intelligence to 8 to make sure that we get skill points every level. I don't want to have that fall behind in that. Since he is going to be our pistol guy, he definitely will want some coordination. Oh, that is take away. Again, we want to get that combat initiative up above 12. He is going to have awareness. He is going to have a lot of coordination, as befitting Revolver Ocelot. Actually, if I were totally not aware of anything, I would have pumped up Revolver Ocelot's luck, but I'm not going to do that. I'm thinking, let's see, awareness 5, coordination. He is going to have 6 coordination. Ranged, chance to hit bonus gets bumped up, 9 action points. That looks good. Let's take a look at combat skills. Handguns, put 2 in there. He's also going to be our toaster repairman. Again, that's just too funny to not do anything with. I believe he will also be our demolitions man. That seems appropriate for Mr. Ocelot. So 2 points in toaster repair, 2 points in demolition. Or well, no, maybe we want alarm disarming instead. You know that. I'm trying to remember if it's more fitting for Revolver Ocelot to have demolitions or alarm disarming. But I feel like the way I want to play, I probably want to have a bit more in the way of alarm disarming. Or maybe perception? Highlight objects of interest around the environment. Huh. Too many options. Too many options. Pure science? No, that doesn't make sense. Although he does fuck with the AIs a lot. You know what? I'm going to go computer science for Revolver Ocelot. Alright, quirks. Not unlucky. Let's see. Twitchy. No. Thick-skinned, repressed rage. Raised in the circus. Opportunist. That could be right. That's plus 25% damage against any target at less than 30% of their hit points. Minus 25. No, that doesn't seem very helpful at all. Manic Depressive. Maybe. That actually kind of fits the Liquid Ocelot bit. Fainting Goat. When an enemy scores a critical hit on you, you have a 35% chance of fainting, causing you to miss. When fainting, you get pushed back in the combat order. That's kind of great. I might have to give that to somebody. Brittle Bones, plus 2 base action points. Minus 50 base combat speed. Oh, that is not really fitting the character, but it's interesting. Asshole is fitting the character, but it seems to would limit all of my combat options. I'm going to say Revolver Ocelot has no quirk. Alright. Sextus, Lizzie, Revolver, and finally, I'm going to have Irene Adler, the thief from the Sherlock Holmes series, also known as The Woman. She has been, at least in the recent Benedict Cumberbatch BBC adaptation, so you might know her. She, let's see, let's go with her. Change appearance. None of the hair options are particularly great. Do any of them look like the one in the portrait? There we go, that's close. Probably as close as we're going to get. Head. We don't want to use the earrings for her. We've already used the earrings for somebody else. There we go. Torso. I doubt there's going to be something that looks like that in the torso options. Oh, that's probably close. There we go. And legs. Let's find matching pants of some sort. God, a lot of these are ugly. Let's try a different torso. There we go, I like that. That doesn't really match at all with the portrait, but who cares? Let's see if we can find one of these that looks like they have like a bunch of thieves' tools on it. She's gonna be our safecracker, if you didn't guess. Well, she's not gonna wear a pack. How about that? Skin tone, that seems right. Size, I'll make her a little smaller just to distinguish her. Back, religion, say, I have no clue what I would do for that. She's gonna be Buddhist. Why not? Let's have everyone be different. She is not gonna smoke either. Ethnicity would be European. I believe she was a British character. Next. Alright, she is our safecracker, and we're going to have to assign her a weapons profile other than assault rifles, pistols, and bladed weapons. Let's knock down the charisma and luck. Oh, that's coordination. We're going to move up speed a lot, I think. She's going to have good speed, good coordination, awareness. And we're going to give her 1 point of strength, because we've been kind of... Oh, wait. I forgot about the whole buffing intelligence thing that I'm doing to everybody. So let's take our speed 1. Strength 1. Alright. She probably looks a whole lot like Roll Ocelot. That's maybe too bad, but we need to keep some of this stuff up. Combat initiative, coordination. Maybe she's going to have more awareness. Yeah, she's going to have more awareness. 4 coordination, 6 awareness. Just to make them a little different. So we've already got assault rifles, we've already got handguns. We've got, we're going to give her snipers. She's going to be our sniper. Put a couple points into that. She's also going to be our safecracker. A couple points into that. And she is going to be our field medic. We probably need one of those. Alright, that sets us up for all the skills. Quirks. Maybe she's going to be our fainting goat, because I think that's funny. Alright, there's the team. Sextus, our leader. Smartass with assault rifles. Lizzie Borden, our psychopath axe murderer. Revolver Ocelot, our computer science handgun toaster repair jack of all trades. And Irene Adler, our sniper rifle safecracker field medic. I'm going to set rookie difficulty because I am not going to torture myself. I bet that it's hard enough on rookie difficulty. Great, now I get this thing that says don't underestimate the value of charisma when I've set all but one of my characters to 1 charisma. And I get a tooltip that says the outdoor skill can help me avoid scrapes when I have not used outdoorsmen at all. This is... They're tormenting me. That's what they're doing. Alright, Rangers, let's move out. Opening credits! I don't know why I didn't expect opening credits. I just thought this was really low budget. Well, why didn't I know that Chris Avalon worked on this? Man, that's exciting. Could actually be, like, really well written. I don't know. I've got Lizzie Borden, Irene Adler, Revolver Ocelot. I don't know if we've got good men.
What comes after the end? I don't know. Neither did they.
Duke Nukem voice actor.
They were just an Army engineer battalion, constructing roads and bridges deep in the middle of the Arizona nowhere. They didn't know why Armageddon had come. They'd heard radio chatter about an attack on some space-based missile platform. But who had attacked it, or why? No one knew. What they did know is that the politicians and the generals had finally ended the world.
Finally?
Now, everything was gone. They got busy starting from scratch. Maybe it was an act of mercy. Maybe they figured that the prisoners would die out in the harsh new world. Whichever, it came back to bite the engineers in the ass. Cultists, criminals, cannibals.
FMV.
They've been living with the fallout ever since. Good people had survived too, called for help in the night. And those engineers, those common soldiers, could not stand by and see them die. So they came out of their fort, and they helped the survivors defend their homes.
And they dressed in Firefly cosplay.
They earned a new name, a proud name, the Desert Rangers. Now, Rangers, I know at times it seems our cause is hopeless. And I know it's hard to say goodbye to a brother in arms.
I don't know why they did this FMV, but I'm glad they did.
But I want you to know something else. That no Ranger who dies in the line of duty will ever be forgotten. Nor will he have ever died in vain or unavenged. Thank you, recruits.
Oh, that's General Vargas. My new friend. There we are. The Desert Rangers. Wow, that's some tiny type. A pearl-handed revolver on his hip. I want that for Revolver Ocelot.
I appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a Desert Ranger.
Yeah, let's solve a murder. Alright, we can ask, how did Ace die? Happy to give him the opportunity, but are you sure we're ready? That's a good question. I'm not sure we're ready.
Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got one Ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one.
How did Ace die, sir?
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal. But sadly, Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen.
The signal is a threat, sir? I'm reading this
The voice on
because
those
the character
broadcasts
won't, and
disturbed me
it's probably
greatly.
too small for you to read.
It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us.
Great, we're fighting the Borg. So now I'm asking where the radio towers
I'll
are.
give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first. When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Wade Woodson, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal.
I'm going to ask about the logbook now.
Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death. The mission is this. Search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units.
Alright, so we're searching the area.
If you find the repeaters, Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other. It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map.
Alright, so marked on our map, which looks identical to what I remember the Fallout 2 map from looking like. At some point, I realized these people worked on Fallout 2. It's just amazing.
Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions, and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business. Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, then you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, and we won't let you in.
So now we have three options. They are prove, test, and succeed. They're a lot more elaborate than that. The text is really small, so understandably you have trouble reading them. But these are our hard-ass, kiss-ass, and smart-ass options. Now, since I have 1 point in smart-ass and no points in the others, I'm going to go with the smart-ass options, which is saying that the success of the mission is more important than testing us.
Using logic on me, eh? Smart-ass.
Thank you.
Logic and observation will change some folks' minds, and you can catch people in lies that way. But sometimes, it only makes them mad, so be careful. In this case, you're right. I should let you in, but I got a feeling about you four. You got depths you don't even